Hey guys, welcome back. Tonight I'm going to be doing a tutorial on washes. So I've been touching up my army for the Nova Open coming up the end of this year, September. And so I've been basically going in and sharpening up and cleaning up my models and just using it, just a series of washes to do this. So I'm going to be using a couple of different colors of washes on some of these models. I've got two of these models that are very similar as far as the shields and the paint schemes go on these orcs with shields. You can see there. So I've got them side by side, and then I'm going to wash one of them, and then when I'm done I'm going to display them side by side again, and then you'll be able to see some of the differences just in using some washes and some highlights on them, and then we'll compare them. The wash really makes the model crisp and the detail clean. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you step by step on how it's done, or how I like to do it. So go ahead and start with the Noon oil. Adjust the camera here so it's correct. Looks good. So I'm going to move one of these guys out of the way, and we're going to start with the Noon oil. So what I like to do is just get a little bit on the brush. I use a fine tip detail brush, and the Noon oil is a Citadel paint, and it's a wash. I generally use it for all the shadowed areas. So if you look here, like I like to get it underneath like the shawl area here. It's really good on metals and black areas as well. So I'm just going to hit up all the areas where I think the shadows would really show up on this model. So anywhere like you have a couple of things coming together, like underneath the shirt there, right here on where the hand and the shirt meet, also where the hand and the spears meet, in between the fingers there. Just going to darken those up. So I'll go ahead and hit the rest of this. I'll go ahead and pause the camera here while I get the rest of this black on here, and then we'll move to the next wash. Just like in between these areas here. Just darken it up. Right where this hits the green there too. So I'll go ahead and finish up the black, and then we'll move on to the next color. So I'll go ahead and pause this real quick. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here with some of this green. So I've got some of this this is a Beetle tan green here. So I'm going to do something similar here, and we're just kind of going to go over the shawl. We're going to hit some of these really bright areas and kind of blend them in to the dark areas of the shawl here. Still leaving the very edges of it rather white, but I want to darken that shawl in a little more. Blend it in a little better. We got some more here on the leg. Let's get that wash in between, just the edges of the green there. Underneath here, still got some black in there, so I'll just kind of blend that in. And see that right here on the arm. Alright. So that's good on the green. Now I'm actually going to hit this with some black. I'm going to hit the shoulders, or actually the shirt that's right here with black. I'm going to touch up his boots with black, and around the shield black as well. And I'm just going to hit the edges of this and darken around the shield a little bit. I think originally the black that I was using was not the Citadel black, it was a different brand name, and it's just not as dark. Whereas the Citadel seems to be really sharp and dark. So you can see a big difference between that black and then across the top there. That's almost like a gray. So we're just going to go across here and hit that edge, the black. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to touch up some of the metal on them. So I'm going to use some of this chainmail, or I guess the new color is, I think it's Ruined Fang. With these metallic colors, they're awfully thick, so I use just a little dab and then I thin it out with water fairly well, because otherwise it'll just glob on the bristles and glob on the brush and just kind of plaster itself on, and you don't want this on too thick, because a little of this goes a long way. So you can see the Nuin oil's got kind of a nice shade there. But I'm just going to hit the edges of this and brighten it up just a bit. And just run the edge of the brush along like that. Same with this other side here. Just like that. That jaw piece. Okay, next wash we're going to use is this Reichland Flesh Shade, and this is just going to be to darken up some of the browns. So this little schmuck, or whatever the heck it is on the back of them here, I'm just going to hit that and darken that up just a bit. So also I'm going to hit the shield a little bit. So it's kind of maybe near the bottom here. There, where the handle is close to the hands, and then here where it's close to the wrap there, just a little bit on there, just to darken it up. And then I'm going to go over with a lighter color to hit some highlights on that. But back here on this little bush here, you can see I'm going to get a brush that's got some flatter bristles to it, and I'm just going to get some more of this, and I'm going to hit the base of that bush just around there to kind of darken it, to give it some shade, like it's dark there where it's closest to the ground. So I'll just darken it up like that. Okay, the last few steps I want to do is clean up the base a little bit. So you'll see I've got a lot of these the kitty litter here. I like using it because it comes in various, there's all these different types of shapes. But instead of this all just being a white wash, I want to kind of darken up maybe some cracks on these rocks here. Just detail them a little more. Some highlights and lowlights of the rocks. Just going to touch up some of these rocks. Let's give them a little more shape to them. Okay, so there they are side by side. The one on your left is going to be the one that's washed. This one here, that's the one that we just did. And this is the one that is not washed yet. See if we can get a little closer here. Just so you can see the difference on it. If you notice, like the helmet, there's a lot more I don't know, crisper lines on the helmet. The shawl itself, the green shawl, it's got a little more, I don't know, like I said, it just seems to bring out more the creases and the shades and that type of stuff. And then, yeah, if you look at, I'll spin them around here. So we'll do a front on with the shields. You can take a look at the shields side by side. The one that's washed, it just seems like the banding on it seems to pop a little bit more, and you know, you got a little bit darker wood in there. So you can take a look at it from that angle. We'll go ahead and do the back angle with the brown area there on the back. So the brown's got a little more dark blends. I think it blends a little bit more, and you can, again, you can notice the shawl, the green shawl on that just seems to flow a little bit better. And we'll just do this other side too from this angle. I don't know if we can really catch a whole lot here. But yeah, you can really tell a big difference on the spear, for example. It's got a lot more variation to it. It seems a little bit crisper. If you look at the fingers, you can see the detail on the wash on the fingers a lot better than the other one. And you know, the like I said, the armor there too seems to pop a little bit better as well. So I think overall, the wash does really help tighten up the lines, make it a lot crisper, give it a little more depth to it. Just makes the model look a lot cleaner. The brush strokes a lot better. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope that helped a little bit. It's just basically me using some washes to clean up some of the paint strokes and to darken and lighten the model and make it a little more crisp looking. So tomorrow we've got the big primer coming up for Mayhem in the Mountains. So tomorrow's going to be 3 matches. So I'm going to try and record the armies. If I'm not playing tomorrow, if we have odd number players, and I'm going to try and do some battle reports on some of our other players. I'll just not play tomorrow and try and record some actual battles. Otherwise, I'll have some pictures of everyone's armies. So once again, thanks again for watching. Comment below, and stay tuned for more videos coming up soon. Thanks again, guys.